Hello friends, today I am going to show you how to build domain independent and clusterless always on availability groups in SQL Server 2019. So I have doing this all in single subnet in Azure. So currently I'm having Windows Server 2019 and SQL Server 2019 latest version SSMS, and these are the IPs. Sorry, this is the 0.4 uh, zero point 0.5. Okay, so in the host files you can add these entries if you want, or otherwise it depends upon your connectivity. Okay, if you are unable to connect, you can mention this. Okay, so currently node active node is listener is this one, so I have pointed to the 0.4. So once you build that always on and everything, we need to create the listener using this active IP, using this T-SQL. Okay, here that IP should be the IP of like a primary replica, which is the primary replica that after failover we need to drop this again and make sure we need to either it is deleted successfully in the primary and as well as secondary. Once you confirm that, again you have to recreate this listener with the current active primary replica. And also you need to change that IP addresses if it is configured in the host files of any node in node 1 and node 2. So points, what are the points that we need to remember is there is no automatic failover, and we need to drop the listener and recreate again after failover. Okay, so whenever we are creating that IP should be the, we have to change we whatever the primary, if the node 2 is the primary, then while creating the listener we need to mention those primary replica IP, current primary replica IP. Okay, so after failover the databases will in suspended mode and the secondary node will become not synchronizing. So at that time we need to go to the availability groups databases. We need to resume the database. Okay, and this is not necessary. Okay, this is also not there. This is all for contaitless, but contaitless is not possible in 2019. Okay, so what are the issues? So I have configured everything, but when I got this error in the secondary replica, you in the primary replica I will just got a simple error, connection got timeout, but I am not sure why it got timeout, on which login it got timeout. I didn't get any clue. So when I verified in the second replica, I got this error. So I have created this login in the both replicas. Okay, I have granted the end permission on the um, endpoint. Okay, to the instance service account. So after that, I'm able to successfully join the second replicas into the always on available groups. So I have done failover. After failover, what happened? Node 1 became primary and node 2 also became primary. So this is a call split brain scenario. So what I done is, so currently I mean most you need to come take the decision to resolve this issue. Okay, whatever the latest in which replica we are having the latest data, we need to consider as a latest one. So in this case, okay, my node 1 is having latest data, let's assume like that. So I need to drop the this availability groups in secondary one, node 2. Okay, I need to clear it that, and I need to clear the database, delete the database as well in the node 2. Again we need to come here, again we need to add the node 2 replica. So that is how you, I mean the issue go, we have to resolve that. So why I got the issue, I am not sure, but after granting the sysadmin permissions to the NT anonymous login, then I didn't see any issues after failover. So my conclusion in this video is you can grant the permission to the endpoint while configuring always on, but while doing failover and if whatever stuff is like that, you can grant sysadmin permissions to the NT authority anonymous login. Once the failover job is done, you can revert it to the endpoint permission only. You can remove that. So always sysadmin privilege is not recommended, but in this scenario in the environment is very different. But you can, if you want to see error free troubleshooting and error free issues, then you grant sysadmin permission to NT authority anonymous login. Okay, so once I created login and everything, while logging into the clusterless, through listener name, I got the issue. To resolve this issue, I need except Windows authentication, you can connect with SE authentication. Okay, with other SE authentication, why? Because I'm trying to connect to this one, but it is not sure where we want to go. Okay, this is issue we will get for Windows authentication. Where, if you go with this authentication, we can avoid since the environment have limitations. So we also have the limitations or issues for connecting as well. So we need to understand how what kind of environment we are building. Okay, so this is an overall theory and everything. I will explain you. I will show you my. This is my portal. So this is my node one. Okay. So if you can see all these details and everything. So come to node one here. This is my active unit. Both I have added both virtual machines. 10.0.4, 0.5. Okay, I have added these two. I will show you if you click on node 1 and node 2. Okay, so I have added both these node into multi-disk for easy administration. Okay, so this is the node 1 and this is the node 2. Now I am creating one database call new database demo. So now try to take full backup. Okay, so before entering this, I want to show you the configuration and everything. So just open this properties, right click properties. See node 1 is node 1. I have not added anything. Change settings. Change. I don't have any names as well. Okay, primary days. Just I want to show that. Okay. Uh, I'm using Windows Server 2019 as well as SQL Server 2019. If you go with the configuration, so both are running. Both are running with local service and MTS SQL Server. If you see here, protocols are enabled. Okay, so if we go through that, you need to enable this option. Okay, so coming to my firewall was both disabled. Okay, this is all my environment inside that. And if you want to open configuration manager, see there is no services at all installed like Faro clustering, Active Directory, everything. Nothing is there. This is a purely an empty server. Okay, I didn't selected anything. So click close that and I have taken the full backup as of now here. Now expand this availability groups. Right click on this new group wizard. Expand this and next. So now what I'm like text I'm going to build. So this is like not a Linux. So I'm selecting none. So content database is disabled. Why? Because the future is there from SQL Server 2022. So select the database. Click next. So select the synchronous commit. Select the read only. Once you can change it to the yes, not to. Okay. Next, select automatic seeding. Next, finish. Yep, done. So refresh it. So everything is good, right? Okay. Now, sorry, not to. Database is synchronized always on availability. Groups secondary databases. Okay, everything is good. So right click on this, show dashboard. See, both are primary and synchronous and manual. So here one thing is observed is, even though there is no data loss, okay, but while doing failover, it will show like this, okay. So now I am creating the listener in the primary, okay. So this is the node one, okay. So just create it, go and refresh it. Yeah, clusterless easy. Now the same thing has to be there in the secondary. Yeah, less lazy. Okay. Now I want to do failover. So writing everything is good, right? I didn't add anything. Right click on this. Uh, failover. See, you will see the warning. Even though it is healthy, it will show warning like this. Okay. Failover has been completed successfully. Click close on that. So currently it is resolving, right? Just regular and refresh. Secondary. Okay. Now if you see here, I will show here as well. So second currently secondary node is primary. Okay. So just will disconnect it here. See demo not synchronizing and recovery pending. Okay. So in this scenario, just right click on this, go to that secondary availability databases. Here right click that, right? So just connect to the secondary node as well. Yeah, everything is good. For node 1 it is an error, getting an error. And if you see here, so I have experienced this issue, but at that time, okay, we'll see. Login, login in sysadmin permission is there. So I have given the permissions to the instance where the data file is hosted. After that, I restarted the SQL server and resumed the database. So that's how the issue got resolved. Okay. So currently, this is the primary. This is the secondary. So if you refresh it here, uh, I will go to see this is the secondary. Okay, so I will connect to listener as well. So currently I am unable to connect to this listener from this machine. Why? Because I have pointed to the node one only. Okay, so I will go here. So I need so let's fail back to the node one. Okay, come back to the node. So fail over. Now refresh it. So I'm doing couple of failovers and everything to simulate whether the issue is reoccurring or not like this. Okay. So if you see here, primary node one is currently primary. So if I open this window or SSMS, connect this one, cluster AZ, I will show the Windows authentication. So you will get this error. Why? Because we don't have any domain environment and everything, right? So the authentication password. See, I am able to connect successfully to the active replica. If you don't mention the current active replica here in the node one, okay, so again it will you are unable to connect. So once you fail over to the and to another node, you need to drop the listener and as well as you need to change that in the host file. Okay, so I am disconnecting the listener. So this currently node one is the primary. Okay, if I go here, yeah, same issue. Okay, so recovery pending. I will go to this one. So I will restart the SQL server, whether the issue will resolve or not. We'll see. So demo not synchronizing. Okay, now always on go availability groups, secondary availability databases, resume database. One, if you not synchronizing, it means SQL Server is not obtaining the log or some other antivirus is, is taking ownership on that. The second thing is you instant service account is not having sufficient permissions on the drive leader. And the third thing is you will get any information in the error SQL Server error log. If you don't understand anything, take the proper downtime and take the user databases and everything. Okay, as a to the backup as a secondary action plan, you can restart the instance. Okay, if you don't find any progress. So once the synchron is done, you have to resume it. Just click refresh here. See, now it's back. So these are the little bit issues. Okay. So what I will recommend to you is first you done everything in test environment and do every experiment fail over, fail back, and everything in the test environment. Okay. Yes. Now this scenario is perfect to our environment. Then you can adopt this solution for your client. I hope you may like this video. Thank you.